everybody, and welcome back again to Let's Play The Walking Dead Season 3, where we are still trying to get out of Richmond, or trying to take over Richmond. I'm actually not entirely sure about the plan myself, so let's see what's going to happen.
Clem, you come with me to get the truck. Gabe and Kate, you guys hang back here. Be ready for anything.
Right, we were trying to get a truck as a sort of escape vehicle.
You're punishing me because I told everyone what you did, right? Screw that. I'm going to get the truck. You stay behind and keep watch.
Are you serious?
Keeping watch is an important job, too.
Not as important as getting that truck.
Hey, Gabe. Come on. I need you to watch my back on this one.
Yeah. Okay.
What? Nothing. Gabe and I will be fine back here.
Well, at least Clementine can get through to him. Alright, so we are in control now and we can look around a little bit.
This looks like one of the areas Richmond is expanding into.
And they just leave the map lying around here?
Gotta be careful. Any more muertos pushing, and those boards won't hold up.
So maybe we shouldn't stand right next to it. It's only going to attract them. Badger's truck. Huh.
Locked. We can't catch a break. Muertos would probably rip this old truck apart in seconds.
You sure about that? They're usually not that strong. I mean, if you can't open the car, I don't think the zombies can.
This thing looks like it moves too slow for an escape.
But it has some useful tools to protect yourself. Anyway, apparently we can talk to Clementine, so I guess we're going to do that.
What's going on?
Thanks.
For what?
Helping out with Gabe. He's having a rough time.
Yeah, we all are. I'm just doing what I can.
Let's keep looking for that truck.
You got it.
I'm actually a little bit surprised that Gabe is so shocked by the fact that Javi shot Conrad. I mean, this is a few years into the apocalypse, right? So surely Javi has killed people before, you know, in self-defense. And that was sort of in self-defense. So I'm a bit surprised that Gabe isn't, like, a bit more used to that.
Guess they'll be using that for construction once they've cleared this area.
Okay, let's keep looking around. Can open the garage door, but I think I'll keep that for later. Instead, I will try to look at some other stuff.
Sturdy, but only room for one.
Okay. Alright, it looks like I have looked at everything. Now let's have a look at the garage.
There it is. Let's go.
Okay, apparently we found our escape vehicle.
What are the chances?
I'd say about 50-50.
Let's find out.
Smartass.
They say how long it's gonna take for them to finish
Uh-oh.
up here. People keep getting pushed on the project. They're months behind.
Let's
Hell
hide.
yeah, this graveyard shift is killing me. Oh, let me get some of that.
Early risers. Come on, we gotta hurry and finish before more people wake up.
What are we gonna do?
We can't start the engine. Not without attracting a lot of attention. Kate, you steer. The rest of us are gonna get behind the truck and push. See if we can't get some distance between us and them.
We're going to steal the truck by pushing it out of the garage. Okay.
Ready?
Ready.
Ready.
I'm ready for some quick timing. Yep, there we go. And it's the most annoying kind of quick timing, the press Q repeatedly kind of quick time. It's making my hand really tired.
Turns out you needed me after all, huh? I'm just saying. I know you didn't want me to come along.
Well,
If I'd stayed behind, maybe we wouldn't have been able to get the truck.
I'm glad you were here, okay?
At least you can admit it.
Yeah. Well, it turns out you're pretty useful when you actually follow directions.
let's see if that's going to stay like that.
Don't think those guys will be able to hear the engine all the way over here. I put it in neutral. Couldn't find an ignition key in there. Guess you'll have to hotwire it. Try not to shock yourself.
Okay.
Shit. I'll need something to strip the wires.
They left all their supplies lying around. Bet there'll be some tools out there somewhere.
Just try to hurry, okay?
Right, tools. Let's see. That looks like a toolbox over here. Let's find out. It is a toolbox. So, what do you need to hotwire a car? I have no idea. Wire cutters, well, that seems useful. Oh, well... why? Why did you put the toolbox next to the gate with the zombies?
Almost there. Keep an eye out while I get it started, okay?
I'll check on the guys in the office.
Clem and I will look out for walkers.
Okay. Here goes.
So, I can open the panel. And again, I need to do it via QuickTime.
Wire cutter should help with this.
So, I have the ignition wire, the battery wire, and the starter wire. I have no idea how this is supposed to work. I guess I have to connect the starter wire and the battery wire. Pretty sure I have to connect the starter wire to something anyway. Right. I actually may have to connect them all.
Gotta connect the battery to the ignition.
Okay, so the battery to the ignition. So this is the ignition.
Let there be light.
And now... Oh, well... That caught some attention. Great!
Oh, shit.
Can we please just take the car and leave? Okay,
Don't get electrocuted. Don't get electrocuted.
Hurry up!
yes. This is my first time hot wiring a car. Cut me some slack. There we go.
Hey, let's go, now!
Oh, well, if we got some more attention. Alright. We got our escape vehicle.
The square's a couple of blocks away. This is a good place to wait.
Do we have enough gas?
I'm not about to turn the engine off again.
What now?
We wait for Ava to call us on the walkie.
So, nothing for us to do but sit and watch the sun come up.
Well, I know we've got something important to do. I'm teaching you to play euchre.
That's not a real thing.
It's a card game. Come on, it's fun.
It's nice to be driving around with a couple kids in the back seat again. Really takes you back, doesn't it? Just you and me and Gabe and Mari.
It hurts too much to think about. Even now. It's like I can't get Mari out of my head sometimes. Her voice, how smart she was, how kind.
I understand.
Gotcha.
Oh, come on. That's not even a good rule.
Still gotcha.
Guess he stopped playing it cool with her. In case you haven't noticed, Gabe's got a little crush on Clementine.
I did notice.
He likes her. You get it?
Well, okay, I sort of am.
I hope it works out for them.
Okay, so
I really do. They're good for each other.
that's the kid.
I think.
Think their first official date will be target practice?
Then skinning and eating a wild animal.
Young love. It's so normal, you know? Like, as crazy as things get, as terrible and tragic and just plain stupid, there's nothing more wonderfully ordinary as two kids falling for each other. Not that they're there yet, but to feel something that intensely for another person, kind of like the best drug there is. Well, one of the best drugs.
When I was his age and I liked a girl, I was a fucking wreck. Sweaty palms and stomach aches.
Boners behind math books? We knew.
Okay.
Every time, we knew.
See? Hell on earth.
It's unfair, that's all I'm saying. That they're feeling what they're feeling right now, and when that sun gets a little higher, it's right back to the fight. I just wish he could have had a childhood, you know? I wish I could have given them that. Him and Mari, both. They deserved better than this. Better than what got handed to them.
That's why we're doing this thing, right? So he can have a better life after everything's said and done?
You're right. I know you're right.
We're trying at least.
I hope you know, Javi, having you there with me, right by my side, all this time, that's what made the difference. You're so sure of what you're doing all this for. You didn't run away.
I'm actually not all that sure, to be honest.
But you didn't.
Honestly, I'm not that sure of anything right now. I'm just trying to do the right thing here.
I get it. There's no graceful way to say this, so I'm just gonna say it. I know we've had moments, you and I. And
Yeah.
they're always a little hot and a little confusing, and maybe some of them haven't meant anything at all. But before whatever happens tomorrow happens, I need you to know, whatever this thing is between us, I want to give it a chance. And I know the fact that David is back in our lives now makes this whole thing a little more complicated. But do you feel the same way?
Oh
I'd
boy.
really like to know before things get crazy. we might not get another chance.
Honestly, the way that I played him so
No
far,
pressure or anything, all right?
he wasn't exactly returning that kind
Maybe
of
I should have stayed
attention, I
quiet.
think.
I'm sorry, Kate.
Oh, God.
I just can't see it between us.
So, all those times you said stuff, I was just imagining it? Years together, on the road. The looks. The hints of something more.
We're friends, Kate. Hell, you're probably my best friend. But I don't see you as anything more than that.
I guess a part of me always knew you didn't feel the same way. God knows I pushed you a couple times, but you always said no. I guess I have to finally listen.
Javi, it's an execution over here. She's planning to hang David in
Oh.
front of the whole crowd.
Oh! Well,
You gotta get over here now. Don't
this
bring the
escalated
truck. If they see it, they'll kill
quickly.
him right away. If you can just get into the square.
Shit. We gotta get over there. Now.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I have to interrupt our sad little conversation here. I feel kind of sorry for her, but...
Keep the walkie close by. We'll tell you as soon as we've got David. Then you can drive into the square and pick us up.
Oh boy.
You sure I can't convince you to come along?
You can't.
Just stay out of sight. We'll be in touch as soon as we can.
Nothing else from Ava?
Nope. And it sounds like a crowd out there.
It sounded like Ava got cut off by something. Or somebody.
Yeah, we should really check this out. I have a bad feeling about this.
Wish we had some idea of what we're heading into.
Trouble! We're heading into trouble. I can tell you that much.
Like, is the whole plan shot? Or did she just have a little setback? I hate not knowing.
I'm getting a little worried about Ava. Something must have gone wrong. Something must have happened.
We're not gonna know what went wrong until we actually do this thing. So, let's do it already.
You ready?
Ready as I'm gonna be.
Glad to hear it.
Just don't do anything stupid. Oh, well, they're already on it.
Deserves to be safe. David Garcia has to be punished for what he's done.
Shit.
We can't wait for the others, can we?
For years now, Richmond has been governed by one simple principle. Strong council, strong community. But, unfortunately, the actions of one of the members of that council, our security expert, David Garcia, have put us all
She's
in...
lying to all of you!
I'm sorry to have to show you this. Truly, I am. But you all need to see.
So that's why they were building
Just
that stage.
look what he's done. David ordered his brother and the rest of his people to kill our doctor.
Oh, great.
And they were happy to do it. Is this who we want in charge? Someone this reckless, this cruel? Not if I have anything to do with it.
Can't believe this is really happening. She's gonna
I
kill
guess I
him.
should have known that this would come back
She
to
can't do
bite
this
me
to
in the
him.
ass.
He's kept him safe.
I think she's bluffing. It's a scare tactic. There's no way she's really gonna execute David.
I'm not sure,
You
to be
sure?
honest.
I hope you're right.
Javier! I'd heard you were planning to crash our little party. Why did you come on up here? Show your face to everyone. I'm sure these people would like to hear what you have to say.
Well, I guess I can try.
Don't make me ask twice.
Happy to. Been waiting for this all day.
Then I'll try not to disappoint you. We both know you killed Dr. Lingard. Why, Javi? Why would you do that to us? The only surgeon in a 100-mile radius, but you didn't care about that.
Well, he asked me
you
to.
You thought he deserved to die.
Lingard saw what was happening in Richmond, what you were trying to do, and he didn't want any part of it. He asked me to spare him the sight of all this. You ask me? He's better off.
Sorry if I don't take your word for it. Too bad you killed the only man who could back up your story.
That's kind of a problem.
I had a very interesting conversation with your friend Eleanor last night. Isn't that right, Eleanor?
We did.
She said you were coming here to rally the people against me, convince them that I was no good for Richmond. Don't know how you thought you were going to pull it off, considering it's all of us against the three of you. But I guess hope springs eternal.
If you knew what we were coming here to do, why go ahead with this? Why put a noose around my brother's neck?
This community deserves justice, and they're going to get it. One way or the other. Here in Richmond, people who put themselves before the group don't last long. Bring them out.
Get away from me.
You're making
Oh
a mistake.
boy. Oh boy.
Oh no. They had them this whole time.
David wanted to tear this whole place down. He told his people where to find our gun supply, and sure enough, they picked us clean. You really thought you could ride into town and stage a coup? With our own damn weapons? Something like that? I can't just let it go.
I guess it was not a very good plan.
You put me in a no-win situation here. So I'm gonna do the same thing to you. Both of them deserve to die for their crimes. However, Javi, I'll let you spare one of them. Just
Really?
one.
No!
Hell no!
Don't!
Not after what they tried to do. You may be guilty of
What
bringing
kind
them
of bullshit
into
is this?
But they chose to go along with it.
Is this the kind of leadership you've got in store for Richmond? Torturing people with your stupid power games?
Justice isn't a game, Javi. It's about time you learn that.
Joan, are you sure about this? We never agreed to killing all these people.
It's really up to Javi, isn't it? All eyes are on you. Maybe this will help you make up your mind. Boys? Come on, Javi. Who's it gonna be? Your friend?
This
Or your
is
brother's
bullshit.
lieutenant?
This is really bullshit. Are you bloody kidding me?
Oh, come on! This is fucking stupid.
Yes,
You
it
can't be
is.
serious. God damn you, Joan.
I have no idea. I like them both,
Do the right thing, Javi.
but
How
I
could you
think
do this?
Javi has more connection to Trip, probably? I don't know, I'll say
Trip has to live. He's invaluable.
Son of a bitch.
Javi, what the fuck is wrong with you?
You're not making David happy. But I respect you for sticking up for your own people. Shoot him.
Wait! I said Trip should live!
You did, but there's something else you need to understand. Betrayal.
You can't do this!
Fucking figures.
I can do anything I want. You brought this on yourself. Do
Oh,
it.
wow.
Wait!
Wow.
No!
Are you bloody kidding me?
God, they really shot him.
I think she completely lost her mind.
Now, David, it's your turn.
I can't believe this. This isn't how we do things. This is madness.
Yes, I agree, and you can maybe stop her.
Stop her, Clint! Is this the process you trusted?
No!
Think about this, Javi. You know what's gonna happen here. You ready for that?
We don't murder in Richmond. We exile. That's how we've always done things. How about you take David and the rest of your people and just get the hell out? Go
That's
far
fine
away
with
from
me.
Richmond, and then whatever you do is up to you.
I'm sure the herd outside would like that.
She thinks she's sending us out there to die.
She's counting on it.
Everybody put your guns away. We're gonna handle this peacefully.
At this point, I'm actually going to take my chances with a hurt.
Don't listen to them, Javi. They're fucking butchers, all of them. Shoot that bitch. Take her out. She deserves it.
Shoot
If you
Joe
don't
and
do
take
it,
the deal.
I fucking will. Let me out of here. I'll tear her
I
apart.
wasn't aware that I actually have a gun to shoot her like this. I don't know. I think at this point I'm just going to shoot her. She's just crazy. So... I don't know. Should I just take the deal and get out of here? The problem is I'm not sure if I can trust her. And she might just betray us again, you know, once we decide to take the deal. So, you know, if she wants a lesson about betrayal, here you go.
Go to hell, Joan.
Wow. Why didn't you do that earlier? For example, when she threatened to kill Trip. Okay, anyway, we need to save David now, I presume. So, let's do this. Alright, there's someone over there. Oh boy.
Son of a bitch! Get back here! Gabe, I need you to cover me. We gotta make things right.
Okay. Dad needs us. We gotta get out there.
Well... I don't know.
David's trained for this. We're not.
You think you'll be okay out there?
I've got no doubts.
Well, I hope so. I'm not even entirely sure what he's trying to do at the moment.
Shit! I gotta help her.
Alright. Let's try to get through to her. Oh, well, I didn't get that QuickTime event. But I think that's the first time I actually failed one of them, so... I think I'm still fine. And luckily the last save point is not too far away.
Shit! I gotta help her.
Okay. Let's do this better this time. There we go.
We had a way out of this, Javi. Why did you have to go and shoot her? Shit, get down!
I hear gunfire. What the hell is going on over there? Are you guys okay? Do you need a pickup?
Stay away from the square. It's too risky.
Yes, we
We'll
could
come to
use
you.
one.
I can't hear you. It's too loud.
Ooh, gotta get away from that. I have to QuickTime again? Yes, I do. Maybe take his gas mask.
It's Kate. She's coming for us.
I hope so. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, oh no. Oh no. Oh no. So much for our escape vehicle.
Oh God!
Javi, you've got to get over there before...
So much for our escape vehicle.
Kate!
Well... We also managed to blow a nice hole into the wall. Great. I should have taken her deal. This escalated a lot more than I expected. And apparently, this is the end of episode number 4. So as usual, I will look up the decisions of this episode and we will have a look at my percentages. I'm actually kind of curious about this one because this episode had some tough decisions indeed. Alright, here we go. The 5 decisions of episode number 4, starting with one that I believe was made during a flashback. Did you promise that you would help Kate with the family if David left? And, well, a very large majority of people said they would help Kate. And I mean, that decision was not exactly a difficult one. It was pre-apocalypse and Harvey didn't really have any reasons to deny David that request, right? Plus, from the player's perspective, since it was told as a flashback, it was kind of, meaningless since that's basically how things ended up anyway. I mean, he ended up taking care of Kate, so it was obvious that this decision was not really going to change anything because you already saw, how things turned out in the end. But okay, so that was the first decision. I went with the majority here. I also promised to help Kate. So no surprises here. A bit more surprising is the next one. How did you respond to Dr. Lingard's request? Because only about half of the people assisted in his suicide and the other half did not. And apparently you can let Clementine decide Lingard's fate. I don't remember getting that choice. Maybe I just didn't see it. Or maybe I have to take different options in order to get that decision. But even so, only very few people actually did that. And yeah, about 46% of players refused to kill Lingard. Honestly, I thought, he's asking for it. And he only will give us that information about AJ if we fulfill his request. So sure, why not? Of course, some people may have been worried about getting blamed for the murder, and I mean, that's exactly what happened, so I guess that is a good reason not to do it. But otherwise, I thought, if he wants it, and Harvey has killed other people before, so I couldn't really see a reason not to do it in that situation, other than, getting blamed for it. Although I'm not really sure if it really would matter in the end. I'm sure Joan would find another thing to blame on Harvey, even if Lingard hadn't died. So, yeah, I don't know. But, okay, the next decision was, the one about Kate. Did you tell Kate that you have feelings for her? As it turns out, a pretty good majority of people actually did that. And I did not because, this decision is really just personal preference, I suppose. And there were dialogue choices and situations before where you kind of had to make a choice in that regard. And most of the time I didn't really go for the romantic route. I remember there was a moment where you could kiss her and stuff like that. And I usually didn't pick these options. So I thought it would make more sense if he rejected her, even though I feel kind of bad for her in that situation. And I have to admit, it is a little bit a cop-out on my part, because I felt that the whole situation already was so complicated, and all the relations between Kate and David and Harvey were already so complicated, that I kind of thought, do I really need to make things even more complicated by introducing some kind of love triangle here? So honestly, I think that was in part due to me not wanting to stir up even more drama. I'm not sure if this really worked in the end. We don't know what happened to Kate there in the truck. She may be dead now, in which case this decision is more or less meaningless anyway. But yeah, honestly, I think I mostly rejected her because I didn't really want to get into that kind of trouble, in addition to all the trouble I'm already in. But again, even in previous situations, before we knew that David was still alive, I didn't really play Harvey in a way that made him look like he was returning her feelings. So I think it also makes sense from his perspective, and it's not just, my way to avoid further drama. And then we have the two final decisions that took place in the last few minutes of that episode. Who did you try to save at the execution? And, well, a small majority of people tried to save Ava, and the rest, like me, tried to save Trip. And honestly, there's no right decision here, because they both seem to be decent people, none of them deserve to die, and if I could, I would save both of them, but you can't. And in the end, trying to save Trip apparently means that Ava is going to live. And I'm going to assume if you try to save Ava, then Trip is going to live. And obviously, whoever you are not saving is probably going to be pissed at you for not choosing them. So that's going to be interesting in the next episode, I'm sure. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think there's a right decision here. And I mostly picked Trip because Javi and Trip know each other a bit longer. So I thought, from Javi's perspective, it might make a little bit more sense to pick Trip, who he is slightly more familiar with. And, he still might feel guilty about what happened to Prescott and stuff. So maybe he wanted to save Trip because of that. I don't know. I think he has a good reason to save Trip. He obviously has good reasons to save Ava too. So, yeah, that would explain the almost 50-50 split. Actually a small majority for Ava, but still very close to each other. And finally, did you shoot Joan or take Clint's deal? And, well, a small majority of people chose to shoot Joan like I did. And I'm not sure if I'm happy with that decision, because it obviously caused quite a bit of a chaos in the end. Not sure what would have happened if we actually accepted the deal, if that would have been more peaceful. You would think so, but I mean, very often in this game, if you pick one choice and bad stuff happens, you can almost assume that the other choice would also make some bad stuff happen, because usually there is no way to actually get out of trouble in this game. It's just a different kind of trouble that you get into. But yeah, I mean, I chose to shoot her because after what she did, I thought we couldn't really trust her to let us go like that. And after she shot Trip like that, I felt that Javi might just, want to kill her one way or the other, even if there is, the possibility of a deal like that. And I still wonder why he didn't shoot her before. I mean, the best moment to shoot her would have been when she made him forced to choose between Ava and Trip. So I think he should have shot Joan at that moment and not afterwards. But what do I know? What do I know? So yeah, some pretty tough decisions in this episode. And I'm not sure if I'm happy with all of them. We'll see how they turn out in the next and final episode of the game. So I think I'm not going to continue the episode in this video because it's already pretty long. So we're going to start the final episode of the game in the next episode of my Let's Play. And I'm going to assume that there will be 2 more episodes of my Let's Play, because each episode of the game seems to be about an hour maybe, which means it will be more than 1 episode, and then in the final episode I will have some time for some post-game discussion, and I probably won't make a separate verdict video, but instead I will just talk about it in the final episode. So I'm guessing it's going to be 2 more episodes in this Let's Play. But yeah, I guess that's it for today. I'm sure more drama is waiting for us in the next episode, so I hope you're looking forward to that. And as usual, thank you for watching, and see you again next time.